Hi, today is June the 13th, and I am going to be brief. This is the seventh night I have spent at the Toronto Airport Hotel, Pearson Airport. The reason I have spent here is because I got illegally thrown out of Sarah Giles' place because I was trying to defend her pets who have now been bludgeoned, as well as have been I say make they leave this earth. She essentially made them leave this earth. Sarah Giles was my host at Sparrow, and she actually, what happened was we got into a fight, and she issued me a 30-day termination notice in regards to that. Because she wanted me out. I paid my rent the whole time. I had been in contact with the CEO of Sparrow. I also bought, they said it was Sarah's house and it was her problem, and to deal directly with her, they exonerated themselves, absolved themselves of any what do you call that, responsibilities. I had actually, because Sarah Giles was a crossing guard, I reported her to the Toronto District School Board, and I also reported Sparrow to the Better Business Bureau. I spent a week with a friend of mine that I met at Daily Food Bank, but because they are Iranian refugees, I could only stay there for a week, and they had a contract within their house, within their building, not a lease, but it's a contract to get as immigration and customs refugees. I've been at the airport. Have you noticed the presidents of the church who were teaching at the School of Ministry? He had full knowledge of it, as well as I want to bring into a factor right now, which is the reason why I'm doing this posting. Sandra Long has repeatedly, even though I do not go to the church, have not gone to the church, and have not been a member of the church, and am not going back to the church, is still stating as well that she will not give me any money without a raping schedule. As well, Melanie Regato and Jonas Regato, who are repeatedly, Melanie has been seen repeatedly, now she's cutting her hair like mine, this is my new wig, and she's going around and she's telling people that I am running around naked, she's running around as a mental patient, she's calling the Toronto Regional Police, she's reporting me, and that's what she's doing. Jonas Regato was met down on Airport Road. He has stolen a Paladin security outfit, and he's trying to get into the airport. The reason why I'm bringing up Linda Cooley is because Linda Cooley has repeatedly, Melanie Regato and Linda Cooley and Sandra Long has threatened Duncan while he's been in the office, as well as Kate. What has happened is that Kate's bodyguard took the kids, their grandkids, back to North Carolina, and Duncan's bodyguard is here. What has happened is that they have been threatened by Melanie Regato. Melanie and Jonas Regato and Dallas Winston have repeatedly, they carry a pistol. Melanie has been seen with a pistol and caught over at Union Station a couple of weeks ago. Melanie has put a gun to Duncan's head. Linda Cooley has involved himself in the fact that the only reason why he wants me here is he wants me in a hotel room tonight, or actually for the past couple of nights, and that's why I've been at this place. I cannot enter the shelter system because Jeff Yancey, Kevin Jeffries, is actually still out there with Greg Satchel trying to have me and Jonas Regato and Dallas Winston actually, and Linda Cooley bring me back to St. Catharines to have me lynched with Melinda Jeffries following in tow, as well as Melanie Regato. The reality is here, friends, is that Linda Cooley is still threatening, and Linda Cooley is still, uses his Guelph, recording studio as a means of hiding the drugs that he deals throughout Ontario when he's here. He has also had many companions in the past, of which he's fathered children. Linda Cooley is married, but he is not without many children. 2 of them are here in Ontario. He also has a grandchild. I'm not going to mention the name of the grandchild or the name of his daughter. Also, I just would also like to say is they keep saying through the microphones to the office, Michelle, you refuse to go to a raping schedule. They have threatened Duncan, and you have refused to go to the raping schedule hotel. You will not be able to get in a hotel. We will continue to ruin your life. They continue to follow me, and the Toronto Regional Police continues to do nothing. Peel Regional Police, however, is on my back. They would rather they have me here at the Toronto airport because this way I'm safe. I'm returning back and forth to go to the food bank, to continue to volunteer, as well as I am going to be looking for an Airbnb to stay in. I cannot as well. and to this the Seltzer system. Daily Bread has been exceedingly a blessing in my life, in the sense that I've made friends, a community, as well as they have been giving me a lot of food during the day. I was given some money as well to go down and get food, purchase food at Tim Hortons. So let me just reiterate, and I'm doing this rather quickly because this is a communal bathroom and I'm in here and I have to change for the night. I'm sleeping here, as well as the fact that Linda Cooley has been trying to get me into a raping schedule. Sandra Long is repeatedly threatening that there will be no money ever unless I'm in a raping schedule. I'm not a member of the church. I haven't been a member of the church since 2023. I will not be going back to the church. Sandra Long is wanting to have me lynched and bring me down to St. Catherine's, as well as the rest of them. Melanie Regato walks around saying, yeah, right, I have a job, I am married. Melanie Regato has been seen at the Toronto Food Bank, as well as Union Station. If you see her with her hair dyed again, that's why her hair's dyed. She can dye her hair blonde, and she can go and run around naked and proclaim she actually was here. Jonas Regato will continue to be followed by the police. This is my outlet. This is the only way we can get the word out there. I appreciate all your support and I thank you. And so that's the gist of it. Sandra Long, Melanie Jontes, they're all trying to get me in a raping schedule. Linda Cooley is as well. Linda Cooley is trying to get me in a raping schedule, and he's trying to go around and tell people he will be my companion, which is a load of bullshit. And Melanie has gone around saying that Jonas Regato is going to be my companion when I come back to the church. Duncan has stated that I am coming back to the church, but however, Duncan has not asked me about it, and the reality is he just wants me to go back and say something, like have a conversation in front of the church, I guess, speak in front of the church. I have a cold. Other than that, I'm doing physically fine, in a sense that I'm getting enough rest. Mentally, I'm doing fine. I have been able to get on and do my emails and do whatever I need to do. Emotionally, I can be a little bit drained, and emotionally I can be a little bit upset, because knowing that he's here and he's being threatened and I wish to see him, as well as Kate. So I'm gonna go forward and give you the name of Linda Cooley, the Linda Cooley's companion that he had in the past. Her name is Tracy Giesbrecht. Tracy Giesbrecht and Dave Giesbrecht were my pastors at the Father's House in St. Catherine's, who ran a Toronto vineyard. Tracy was Linda Cooley's companion, and as a result of the multiple drug use that Tracy has had, as well as Linda Cooley, they both fathered a child and now have a granddaughter. So I'm sorry if that ruins anything between that, but Tracy needs to realize that she needs to start speaking the truth. What she's doing is she's going around at St. Catherine's telling people that I am a mental patient, that I'm a liar, and that I made a big huge mistake by leaving St. Catherine's and moving to the GTA. This has been the best thing that ever happened to me. People might not see it. I've had 2 jobs. I actually had an interview last week, but I couldn't go because I got thrown out of my house. I tried to save pets. The woman was a drug addict, a drug dealer, and a drunk. And I got thrown out illegally, and the pets are now gone. They're in heaven. I like to say dog, cat heaven. But anyways, there is no evidence. I've had 4 psychiatric evaluations. The only thing I have is housing instability at the time, and once again I have housing instability now. I am still going for a job. I'm volunteering for full time, and Melanie and Jontas keep saying we're going to continue to ruin your life, as well as Sandra Long. So I have to go now. This posting will be up tonight, and once again I'm at Toronto Airport Pearson Terminal 1. Thank you.